There are 5 items that you can't obtain in survival Minecraft. Command blocks, end portal frames, mob spawners, barriers, and of course, bedrock. At least that's what I thought. In March of 2022, I stumbled across a video showcasing a method that redefined everything I once knew about the game. By messing with Minecraft's structure generation, players were able to obtain bedrock, but only in versions of the game from years ago. For the next 4 months, an idea sat in the back of my mind. Then came July 2022, when I was invited to a server that updated to an older version of Minecraft every other day. This opened up the opportunity for players to use thousands of exploits, glitches, and most importantly, obtain bedrock. With little idea of what was in store for me, I joined the server, which was still on version 1.13 at the time. Welcome to a world with nostalgic villages, a barren nether, and no caves past Y level 0. From what I had seen, obtaining bedrock was only possible on version 1.12, which meant I only had one window to pull this off. And with each update, the server is only open for 4 hours. Because we were still one version above 1.12, my friend Spoke and I set out to gather materials that were necessary for this project. In reality though, we had no idea what we were actually doing. So we decided to get in a call with RaiseWorks, a renowned member of the technical Minecraft community who was one of the first players to actually obtain bedrock.
Hello.
How's it going? So we were wondering how difficult was it actually to set something like that up?
So the initial discovery was extremely hard. It was over many years. The setup is relatively easy compared to that, but it's much more difficult than any conventional farm that you've probably seen.
With this new information, Spoke and I set out to prep as many materials as we could. However, after traversing across countless biomes, we eventually stumbled across a base inhabited by other players.
Oh yeah. Do you see all of them?
Oh my gosh, there's 4 of them.
Stick along the shore. They have no reason to look over here.
Oh, Mr. Q. Do you think Mr. Q, there's a nether portal here?
Yes,
there's a nether portal. This is perfect. We need the nether portal, bro. We need to get the blaze rods.
Are they there?
No, they're not, but it's gonna be so suspicious. Oh, they're on the nether roof. This is the nether roof. Oh. In reality, we had just witnessed a remarkable event. These 4 players had departed for the Farlands, a terrain generation bug millions of blocks out that was removed in update 1.7. For these players, it was going to be a 1.5 million block journey, and as a result, Spoke and I noticed that this was taking a huge toll on the server. Because these players were loading in thousands of new blocks per second, blazes, which dropped blaze rods, a necessity for entering the end, were moving 10 times slower than normal. Players were freezing in the air for seconds at a time, and eventually, the server completely shut down. Not only had we lost a precious update version, but we were now entering update 1.12, the first of 4 updates where we could pull off this task, and we hadn't even entered the end yet. Wait, what's going on? Oh my gosh, I was just trapped in blocks. However, obtaining bedrock isn't the only bug in this version of the game. In fact, there are thousands of glitches that haven't been patched yet, and one of them allows players to duplicate items using a piston and item frame. If I decided to use this exploit, the idea of doing this project legitimately would be completely thrown out the window. But my most valuable resource at the moment was time. Spoke didn't end up making it to this update, but my friend Vortex logged on instead. So the 2 of us duped a couple of diamonds and decided to trade them in for a shulker box and 2 elytras. That way we could not only fly anywhere we wanted, but we could also mass duplicate items that were necessary for this project. It did feel wrong duping until the players we met up with handed us a full shulker box of duped elytras, proceeding to reveal a massive statue of what looked like me. That's when I had a sudden realization. One that would ultimately crush almost all the time we had left.
You think about it, this little trick actually works for multiple versions going backwards.
We were currently in version 1.12.2, the color update. Since all of our shulker boxes were dyed the color red, I began investigating to see if I had to revert them back to their original purple color to prevent them from corrupting in older versions, but in reality this was not the issue. Instead, I discovered that shulker boxes were added to the game in version 1.11. Without shulker boxes, Ray's method for obtaining bedrock would no longer be viable. So, by the end of the 1.12.2 session, Vortex and I had entered the end. swiftly defeating the Ender Dragon and unlocking a gateway. As the server closed to prepare for the next backwards update, it quickly began to set in how incredibly difficult this would be to pull off in just the remaining 4 hours.
The main thing that makes this so difficult for us, right, is that in regression, every time it goes back, you can only log on for 4 hours.
Okay. Okay. I mean, you can prep ahead of time, but that is.
2 days absolutely flew by, and soon enough we were logging onto version 1.11. With only a few hours left to pull off a project that even one of the best technical Minecraft players had deemed nearly impossible, I began putting my plan into action.
We're missing feathers and ink sacs.
Here's how you actually obtain Bedrock. A Minecraft server usually autosaves once every 5 minutes, which means that all structures, players, and data on a server is saved and can't be reverted, unless you can overload a chunk, or a 16 by 16 block area with too much data. We did this by cramming shulker boxes with books full of characters that have an excessive amount of data stored in them, but this was the easy part. Bedrock can be obtained by using a glitch revolving around end gateways, portals that can teleport you back from outer end islands. End gateways can only generate when you load in a specific neighboring chunk to the chunk that the gateway is in, but if we were to overload that specific chunk with the shulker boxes and then destroy the end gateway, we trick the game into thinking that the end gateway hadn't been loaded yet. That's only if we managed to place down the shulker boxes in the right chunk before the server were to autosave.
Okay, here we go. Drop down a little. Oh, you see how the end islands are starting to load in?
Oh, it's in the city.
Yeah, alright. Follow me, follow me. So we're going to chunk 239, negative 123. Here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is.
With the shulker boxes placed, I completely removed the gateway using an exploit with dragon eggs and pistons. This is where things began to get complicated. We would need to trick the game into thinking that we had just broken a piece of bedrock, when, in reality, we were breaking a slime block instead. In order to do this, we needed to create a huge lag spike, one so big that the server freezes for a few seconds. In that window of time, an ender pearl I launched needs to be able to land, and I need to run over to a slime block and break it with a silk touch pickaxe, all before the lag stops.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect.
However, there was a glaringly obvious problem. We didn't have nearly enough time to set up an actual lag machine. Instead, we'd be blowing up TNT, which meant that we'd literally have to time everything perfectly. If all the TNT exploded before my pearl landed, the gateway would load in as soon as my pearl touched down. If it exploded too late, I would face the same exact issue. By my estimation, there was only a 1-second window where Bedrock could actually be obtained, so Vortex and I got to placing our first batch of explosives, roughly 1,700 pieces.
Oh, now you're making me nervous, bro.
Be careful, bro, be careful. Alright, we're gonna time this with the 10:15 autosave, right? When the clock hits 10:16, I'm throwing the pearl. 10:11, alright. I'm gonna head up to the pearl cannon. Bro, you don't understand how nervous I am, bro. Alright, I'm setting the course to 5.5. Let me know when the clock hits 10:16. Autosave just happened, so we have 5 minutes now. Ready? I'm about to throw the pearl. Ready? I'm gonna say kick. I'm gonna yell kick.
When I hear the word, listen, when I hear the word kick, I'm boom.
Alright. Here we go. Ready? Kick! Kick! Kick!
It's off.
My pearl's not landing. No, it didn't work. It didn't work. That kick wasn't big enough. Yeah, the kick was not big enough.
I told you in 3 seconds about.
We need a way bigger kick, bro.
By the time the first explosion had failed, we only had an hour left before the server would shut down, leaving us with no other options. We needed to move quickly, and with Spoke now joining us, we grabbed every last shulker box and necessary item, departing across the end in search of another end gateway that we could use. And as I do that, if you hate ads, you may as well just subscribe. Which I know sounds weird, but seriously, ads are annoying. So for my next video, I'm turning off all ads for the first hour that it's out, which means that if you subscribe and turn on notifications, there's a pretty good chance that you'll get to watch my next video completely uninterrupted.
Bro, are you serious?
So instead of paying $10 a month for YouTube Premium, you may as well just subscribe. It's free and it helps me out a ton.
Chunk is corrupted.
This was no doubt going to be our last chance to pull this off, and everything would need to go perfectly.
Alright, bro. Spoke.
What?
I think we're almost ready for the kick.
Oh god, bro.
That gives us about roughly 10 minutes to place all the TNT. Then we have to pretty much instantly light that stuff.
I need you guys to follow me, okay?
Both of us?
There you are.
Yeah, both of you. You see that huge cobblestone pillar?
Yeah.
When we cross that once, we can't cross it again. Alright, everybody follow me. Ready?
Alright.
Alright, here we go.
We decided to go even bigger than we had gone before, placing every last piece of TNT we had to our names. There was an incredibly high chance that this could ultimately crash the server, and if it did, we'd truly be out of luck.
Alright, we unrendered it. Do not cross back through that line.
Where is all the shulkers?
Right here, bro. They're blending in.
Yeah.
Alright, let's start filling this in. As high as it goes, gents. As high as it goes.
Bro, if someone lights this, I'm literally in the heart of this.
Someone lights this, bro, our plan is fooled, bro.
There's still so much TNT. Oh my.
Alright, I'm gonna head over to the place you guys place it in. Okay? Gotta be super
Yeah, it's
careful.
shulker left.
It doesn't even matter what
Okay, I'm up here.
We were down to our final 10 minutes with nearly 20,000 pieces of TNT placed. What started as a simple idea nearly half a year ago had come down to this.
Could I light it with a bed?
No.
No, that would work.
It would? Would it work?
Yeah, that would work, yes.
Should we do it that way? I think that way it's way more instant, right?
Yeah.
It is instant.
Okay, alright. Let's do it, bro. Here we go. I'm actually, oh my gosh, bro. This
So,
is it. This is our last
have to-
opportunity. Everything we've
I
done
might
has led up to
instantly
this moment. Okay? Here we go.
Okay.
Get ready.
Folks, stay nearby.
I'm flying, bro.
You have a stay.
Activate it! Activate it! Activate the kick!
Oh! Oh, it's kicking! It is kicking! It is definitely kicking! Oh my.
My pearl's not landing. My pearl's not landing.
TNT, I am lagging so much. I might die.
My pearl's not landing, bro. What do I do?
I can't move.
My pearl is not landing. Did we just crash the server?
No, I'm still flying around.
Yeah, you see in chat?
Oh,
You blew up? Keep
Okay.
loading it. Keep loading it. My pearl is just not landing, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
Vortex,
still-
don't respond.
Oh my
Don't
god,
respond,
this
Vortex.
redstone is not working.
oh, everything is still going. It's still going.
Okay, wait.
Oh,
Oh,
I got kicked.
no.
I got kicked. Flying is not enabled on the server.
Wait!
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, it was a good run, but...
For the next 8 months, this footage went untouched on a hard drive in my desk drawer. I really had no intention of making a video out of it, but then, a few weeks ago late at night, I was scrolling through YouTube when I stumbled across a video. It was a video about the first time that any Minecraft player had obtained the Bedrock block. More importantly, in the description of that video was a world download. The opportunity to obtain Bedrock was right there in front of me. So, without expecting much, I decided to give it a shot. It all came flooding back to me in that moment. What I had done that summer, and how much I had spent trying to get this single item. And here it was. Oh my gosh. I'm not even joking. That is like the most beautiful item I've ever seen. And no, I didn't obtain Bedrock the way that I intended to, but getting this item meant more than just completing a simple mission. It was the final moment of a memory, one that I want to preserve forever.